Hello, my name is John Allworth. The name of this obviously is My Fair Success, My Spiritual Quest. And, um, and so there was a time I said before about how I thought I could be successful because I was doing so good in high school and college. That was a lot of years ago, that back in the mid 70s, and we are now in the 2012. That's decades ago. So something happened. What was that? Well, first of all, during college, and got to high school 71, so 72, 73, 74, along in there, Georgia Tech, I went to the Baptist, Methodist, and Presbyterian student campuses many times, helped Presbyterians start their coffee house ministry, never heard the gospel presented, joined a Greek fraternity, Phi Sigma Kappa, and really enjoyed the brotherly friendships that were there. And unlimited beer, the cake party was great, loose women, very appealing. Um, but in my junior summer of college, I met a multimillionaire that seemed to be miserable to me. One time I met this guy, and I was getting drunk. He was getting drunk, but I was gonna spend my life to become like him. And I went, that so destroyed my desire to be rich. It turned me on to want to get rich. It caused me to reevaluate my whole direction. That same summer, my fiance broke up with me. That was the first of three fiancés. It's a long story, each one of them. Three major depressions after each of those. Like I said before, three engaged with three different women. I broke the third one. The women broke the first two. Grandmother died suddenly of cancer that same summer. I asked the question, what's their life besides money and things? Everybody I knew was obsessed with money and things. I said, gotta be something else going on here. So really it's the beginning of my spiritual quest. And into that came a cult called Eureka. They go a very small cult. Go online, eureka.org, I think. It's a new age kind of thing. Ideas and practices. I passed levels 1 and 2 of their intensive training, which qualified me to teach level 1. And I was seeking a post where I could teach it. They had communes all around the country, hitchhiking around the country to find my place. And I was seeking higher and higher levels of consciousness. And I was taking really far too much LSD. I was dropping acid. I did a moderate amount, didn't get so high, so I started to get more and more. And it got to where I was doing it while driving on the freeway, totally spaced out, really dangerous. They didn't teach me to do that. It's just, I'm an extremist, basically. And I was just pushing that envelope. And it's amazing that I survived that period and didn't have a mental breakdown because I was really pushing it. But my mother and my friends, they prayed. God delivered me. There's a whole long story about that. I got it online and videos, different places. I'll do more about that later. God put me into loving Christian rehab. What a rehab center like you have today. They didn't have rehab back then. That's a God thing. It lived in a Christian household. And we had all things in common. We had group individual counseling, had communions. Episcopalians, we had communion 6 days a week. I worked at the church, and I mean, they had every Sunday they had communion. Every major, it wasn't a little patty cake. It's a major event every Sunday. And I worked at the church, and they stopped for an hour lunch to have communion. What is biblical morality? So that was a part. It's a long. You know, this is long, honey. I'll tell you a lot about what's happened. But that's what kind of started me into this quest. And now it's like I want money for altruistic, godly, kingdom of God purposes. I welcome your comments, suggestions, and questions. Please subscribe. Thank you very much.